Very pleased to let you know that you have once again passed the necessary number of indicators. You've also passed on control of corruption and democratic rights, which means that Sierra Leone has passed the overall scorecard once again this year. You've passed 10 of the 20 indicators, which is very good. That gives you the half that you need in order to pass, and of course you remain in the passing section on controlling corruption and democratic rights, as I said. So I think overall it's very good news for the government. I will say that this year you've newly passed the indicator on employment opportunity, which is, I think, a testament to the policies that you all have continued to adopt to try to increase youth employment.
Last year being a political year, political in the sense that we had an election,
yes,
and so many things take place at that point in time. So everybody was a little distracted, but I'm happy that we passed overall, and that we'll be able to make progress in some of the areas. I see we've made good progress in gender, in the economy, and also trade policy, regulatory quality. We're scoring high in those areas. We try to improve on those, and health expenditure too. So we will just continue to work very hard. For me, as I've always said, this is an independent assessment of what we are doing here. And aside from the compact, it is a good indicator to tell us where we go next, what we are not doing properly and what we are doing well and what we need to improve on. So again, I was very happy to know that these are not things that the MCC is doing by itself. It actually takes data from different international objective organizations that are putting the data together. He just collating and showing, how the world feels about you, which is very good for me. Yeah, because in as much as we try to do things to win our electorate and to tell them we are doing the right things, it is good to have an outsider's perspective of how you are doing. This is what the Mcc scores do for us, and consistently we have passed, and for me it is a vindication of the policies and programs, the reforms that we have put in place, and we just continue to work very hard because it is in the best interest of our people and our community. Thank you very much.
Members of our noble party, the Sierra Leone People's Party. This is not just an intro in terms of laying out the successes of His Excellency the President and the party. Slpp power. Every 9 o'clock per week, European time. That is 9 p.m. Stay tuned as we will be coming up with very important topics then we get for deliberate on live on our Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Hello, my family. Barrage the political offender. My family, today on the program, I get two vibrant and eloquent members of the SLPP where they live in the Netherlands. But I will give the most vibrant woman we come in terms of elaborating where I believe say if you open him out for talk, people are not going to set him out. So I will give him the platform for lay this particular program, even though a program where we don't start some time ago, but because of 1 or 2, 3 constraints them we make, we be put them on pending. But as it is now, we don't start and so not go. So on that note, before I go introduce them, or before I go introduce the particular program, I the beg family dia una share, una like, and una comment, because therefore they read una comments them. And if time permits, we go able to give una chance for Lona save go make calls and give una own contribution on this particular program. So my family una welcome once again. This na Baba Shek. So I go want for lay this particular vibrant and eloquent lady they can introduce this particular program, because as the saying goes, like you say, ladies first. So I go want for lay introduce this program and they put more blessing on the program, because like you say, any Southside woman and they blessing the day. So I go want for lay this with sister come introduce this particular program where we start today from now on say go. So over to you, my own sister. I will introduce yourself and introduce the program for you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brother Baba Shek, for the wonderful introduction. You blow me away. But anyway, good evening, listeners and viewers. Good evening, my family, the mama, papa, sister, and everybody with the watch we or with the listen to we. My name is Jamila Sise, but you can call me Jamila Queen. And as you can see, within a Baba Shek studio with the great chairman, because me I always call him chairman. Once a chairman is always a chairman. Mr. Solomon Bimba Mansare. So we are today to talk about the good works of His Excellency President Julius Maada bill. And we get for talk about the Mcc Scorecard. Now we get for focus on we'll bring other things there inside again. So today I'm a fan with the una stay tuned. Una please can share so that other people themselves go for see the program as the discussion they go on. Thank you all for
okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks so very much for that short introduction. They well, my family mentuna said oh yeah, a small thing now I just here, so when I just wait while the program they go on, I will know stuff that she's made of. So on that note, I go want for introduce my other brother again, a very vibrant and eloquent way come in terms of politics. That's not the easy way make you always call him political. Because if they give the mic or platform for talk, it's like saying I talk in the heat. So on that note, I go on for introduce the main guest for this particular program. Him and the man for this program. So over to you, political. You going to introduce yourself and tell family, Madusa.
Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so very much, CEO Baba Shek, for this opportunity. And also want to thank William's sister, the most vibrant and eloquent SLPP lady in continental Europe, Madam Jamila Queen, for a brilliant introduction of this unique program. We, according to you, Baba Shek, of course, this been done begin, but of course, due to certain unavoidable circumstances, we've been put on hold because we want to make sure say certain things them get properly placed. Then we go come back and begin as when I don't see this evening term, myself and we own sister, then at this studio this evening term for make we can lay out the reasons why we they get on a weekly basis this program where we call SLPPR. Until I know Fambulem elections not just done, and His Excellency the President Dr. Julius Maada was returned to office by the people of Sierra Leone, and we deem and fit say it is but time for make we begin take the successes of His Excellency the President and the government to the people, so that they go able understand precisely how President Bio they carry on with the governance system in the country. Thank you again for listening, and I hope saying when I go share this program for the wider listening public, so that people self go able come in and make their contributions or ask questions as they go. Thank you, and over to you, Baba Sheikh.
Yeah, thanks very much, political. Well, me Fambulem, now then two guests here we get today on the program. Then they are today for can tell we about the good work we President Bio don't do and waiting he gets for do for the second time with the elect him. So we all welcome on the program, and we not forget again for share, like, subscribe, and comment. And one other thing again, what go people know for the benefit of the one them way not able for download particular program for watch them. I will try for convert them to an audio version and share them after the program for lady one they will not go able for see them on video, they then go get them on audio. So my family, welcome once again. Well, on that note, the first and foremost question we are going to go to now is about we all be don't know say yes, President we don't try best on him first term. That is the reason why they elect him for the second term. So how una go assess waiting President Biobi don't do in the first term, we make the elect term for the second term. So over to you, Jamila Queen. You will start the question.
Okay. Thank you very much, Baba Sheikh. Before I answer the question, let's just say something here. As we all know, after President Bio in first election we win, the country not been too stable. A lot of things may happen in between. Lots of issues then between SLPP, APC, maybe the couch problem in the country. But as President Bien as somebody where they keep in word, where even the appeal to the people of Sierra Leone for making the elect term and they make promises then, which we call manifesto. And inside that manifesto there, it be getting the when I've been key thing them where them is very important to them. We say if you now elect me, when I give me this chance, or I'll be when I'm president, I will do so and so thing them. And that first time, with all the difficult circumstances we've been there, we all know it's still try to fulfill most of them, if not all. One of them are the free quality education. We see say bring kind of free quality education where some people then they can one for downplay, but it's very, very important. And it don't make a lot of impact to the Pekin and Sierra Leone. So if inside the Mcc Scorecard, they even put and they say now, Gal Pekin the complete primary school education, will not be happen today. Then it been promised we say it will remove the death penalty. Waiting at this death penalty for family we not understand. Crime them in the way they call capital crime. Like for instance, if somebody kill other person, then go say you said they kill you, or you commit treasonable offense. That means you kill president, or you want to overthrow the government, or you do you liable for men and give you death penalty. That means they will kill you. or you espionage or terrorism, capital crimes and normal. But President Bill look and say, we don't want the party kill. If we don't fight 10-year war, a lot of people they don't die. Lord pull this death penalty, we could still punish the people the other way. And he do them, he pull them. Then like for the free quality education, when I say in wife back them up with the hands of our girls. Today in Sierra Leone, even in the diaspora, you know, first of all, they say December the cowboy and I have no person. They want for go salon, for go give it. But now ain't got the way they go, where is he picking the ask for age for? Yes, really they ask for age because if you know say the money don't say, if you tamper with that small picking, you go answer from. Not to just like that, so the way you can for don't people picking them, we pray on our own and go back. Even the one that not only people promote diaspora, even the one that with the salon, then big man there, waking they be an picking. Now everybody they watching back. So then one of the achievements that then it is say again, it will remove the criminal libel law. Then I'm more for them journalists than first thing. If journalists write something where the president no left, or if he say what he write is not correct, or against any minister or big man, then they put journalists in a jail. But President Bioka and Luke say no, this is not good for democracy. Then people are then disseminate information. They send a part of the governance. Long not the jail them because of what they say or what they write. He removed that and what he do after that, he give them access to information. He provide them for them because most time what they cause make journalists and they lie too much because as a government, if you're not getting access to information, then they assume, then go to print rumor or then go to disseminate false information. So if I say they want to know about something, they're able to ask the government, let's give them that access, they may get the information. So they go for give the right information to the public. You know, and again, one of the things they go a fight for way achieve it. Now, for let's alone be a non-permanent member of the United Nations. That is a very big achievement for the country because now two other countries don't fight for over the years. But for let's alone, they among their countries and they wouldn't give that opportunity is a very big deal. So these are just some of the things. Let's not take on time too much. I feel say now good thing the way President Bill achieved during the first time. Back to you, Baba Sheikh.
Okay, thanks so very, very much. I don't know if political himself will say one or two things for both guests which we don't say, or maybe go add something on which you don't say so. So over to you, political.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, my dear sister Jamila. You know, anytime where somebody will sabi articulate issues them, talk before you when they come for talk after and now you find it difficult how you go even begin. Because Madam really touched on key issues there in the president's first 5-year term, where I believe say no president in the history of that country they don't achieve anything in the inside 5 years. You know, starting from we my guys, Sheikha Stevens, the Momos, the President Kaba. President Anes Bai Kuruma, none of them inside 5 years. What in this president achieved in the last 5 years? None of them not ever achieved that, and we have to commend him for that because you know, like what Jamila say, make her just elaborate small on this issue of capital punishment. Before now, we all know say, you know. Presidents have been done they either rightly or falsely accuse people and say they were overthrown.
Yeah.
And once they don't say them people are a threat to their own leadership, they will go all kind of way for life and them and use that capital punishments they for eliminate them. We've seen that severally in the country. Will happen, will not be even good, and will even result to that 11-year senseless civil war. Where every Sierra Leonean either directly or indirectly suffer. So when President Bio income, he look at some of these issues and say, no, we have to move forward as a nation. Some of them things we need for put and bien we in the dustbin of history. So all of like what Madam say, it makes sure say it pass through the legal means, parliament. Look at them here, repeal them, pull them na the books of Sierra Leone, the law books of Sierra Leone. Say never again. somebody for be killed because he kill person, or somebody for be killed because he attempt for make coup. That's now a step where we need to talk about mostly now with discussion programs them, where I think say we are not being fair, because for make a leader come, you know, it's a very tough decision for make. Say we own country will not for kill again, no matter what is somebody do, or no matter the crime is somebody commit. I think that's now one of the good things in the first 5 year way it deal with. And talking of course, the repeal of the 1965 libel law, where we don't know during other leaders in time, then try for use this year against people them, against journalists them, where they feel say they talk about them, things them way not true, but then say na a threat to the new leadership. They use their laws that they for eliminate people them in the country, for quiet them down. President Bioyinka said no. Let's give that freedom to people. Let we take off this year from the law books of Sierra Leone, the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Let we allow people then, make people then talk whatever they want to talk. Once then talk them within the framework of the law. So what did he do? Just like Jamila say, then pull up. And you know, the other things that we president do inside 5 years, remarkable. You know, before President Bio came, of course, lights been done in the country, but it was only limited to Freetown. And even Freetown, there are so many, there were so many areas where nobody gets the frequent supply of electricity at all. When President Bio came into office, it makes sure say the electricity distribution now the country now Freetown and beyond Freetown, it make them also another priority. If you go from Freetown now to Kabbalah, to Cambia, to Kailahu, to Kenema, to Kwendu, to Bo, to Potloko, you see sustainable supply of electricity now all of them regions today. And I think where country one develop, Baba Sheikh and our viewers, the first thing now for me to be able to get sustainable energy, we go make people them, investors them, companies them come and able do their business without this interruption of blackouts. We've been very frequent in the country. Today, if you go to Freetown, believe you me, you go enjoy for living in the country because there is sustainable supply of electricity. That being said, you know, other thing than the way people don't know inside President Bio in first 5 years, where he do, where people know they take note of, the rebranding of the image of the country. Before now, you would agree with me that the name salon where you come out as a Sierra Leone, as you call her, then get things that way then they associate with you. If it not be corruption, it go be this, it go be that. When President Bio can, amongst the very many things that way he makes sure say if for achieve and where he achieve now for ensure that the international stage be rebranded.
I think we don't miss them. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Oh, okay. It makes sure yeah, I know. It makes sure say it rebrand the country. It make the today if you go na any side of the world, if you say you like Sierra Leonean, you pull down your salon passport. Now respect. Now you they get. And the other thing that back inside the last 5 years where President Bio do, where people actually not in the sea. Now this issue of giving microcredit to vulnerable people in our society, the people where now low income earners, them market women, Them boys where they do business na market. President Bio ensure say through NACSA, them be they give their soft loan here to people. Where some man they get 2 million, some man they get 3 million, some man they get 4 million, some man they get 5 million. Out of them money, then they way government under President Bio they make people they get. Most people not able to snap on them less than today in the country, where nobody no go dispute that at all. So these are some of the little things that when we think say, well, they are not little in nature actually, because they're big things, but we're not able to look at them and think say, okay, there are serious things them in the opinion of some people. And also this issue of gender bill, if I can recall, before now, you know, for make even women they get appointment in society, that be a challenge. Men them they think say women them for always in at the back seat, that the rear of the vehicle, na kitchen they're supposed to do. When President Bioka said no, he said women them na equal partners in development. So what did he do? That bill will be only done, even under former President Nkrumah, this 30% quota for women. Throughout President Nkrumah 11 years, you know, make daylight na the House of Parliament. President Bioka, he said no. We have to follow through on this. We have to make sure we women then be part of the governance system of the country. What do you do? Through Parliament, then pass the bill. And today, before we even go there just now, we all don't know, say, this president will respect women. Because, you know, women, people don't know, are people with exceptional qualities in terms of leadership. Once they are given that space, they are given the opportunity, they can excel. I mean, our sister in the studio is a very good example. I mean, look, they in performance. I mean, if we not get that space, Baba Sheikh, tell me true. He go able show himself, say, he get them qualities, yeah? No. So, I mean, we have to commend the president for that also. And also other things that the way people even know what President Bio in government do. You know, say before now the issue of land have been problem in that country. When President Bio came, he said, listen, the land in this country now we all you, he said now all of you. He introduced the land acquisition system where make people that will not be ever get access to land and build abulate. Under President Bio, if I recall some time ago, last year or so, you see the current Minister of Lands. Of course, it started under Dennis Sandy, the former Minister of Lands. And now the current Minister of Lands, when Turad Sanesi, he accelerates even that process. You can't believe, say, Okada riders, keke riders, taxi drivers, market women, you know, this low income earners in our society. President Bill in government make sure say some of them people here begin get land on their own, because in Freetown today, if you go to millionaire or billionaire, you know they're able to get 1 town lot or 2 town lots for let you put house there, who's how you go lay your head and get dignity and respect. Because the way we they see before how people they suffer. If you go to Freetown today, you go meet a keke man, you go meet bike man, where they both say, oh yes, I get land, government give me free land. Now me now they develop and for make a me head there. We don't area, we don't see them. I mean a weakness. I don't hear it from people. That's now also something we will need for make people that know. Look at the health sector. The health service delivery. First in its time for make we get buses when health service delivery buses where they go from city to city or from area to area, they go meet sick people then and they attend to them. I don't know if people even know about that, but This that thing where really they happen at the country under the leadership of President Bio through the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, where Dr. Dembi, the minister right now, people they get that health service delivery day where you know they pay nothing. In fact, our boss they move one time they go York, the other time they go Peninsula, the other time they go on the other side of Freetown, the eastern part. Then they go and mend people the way gets them sick them. I think we have to also highlight that because people don't know Boku thing where this president do in past 5 years. Then between them Boku, like when my sister say, the job creation, this government under President Bill, the jobs that we don't create for youth, it's unprecedented. And also, I have to commend, in this case, the Minister of Youth, Oman Bangura. That young man, believe you me, I now know why President Bill retained another ministry. That guy did so much for the youth of that country. You know, because the fact of the matter is, if you not go to the country, you really not face certain things and see certain things for yourself. When we can then at the diaspora now, we sit down and we armchair them. Believe you me, we allege all kinds of things against the government. But when you go to Freetown and see for yourself, you would agree with me, say, this president, this in government, in the last 5 years, did extremely well for the people of that country. You know, the madam mentioned about the Mcc scorecard.
Well, we go reach that side. Maybe not put the cat before the horse right now.
Yes, but make one final point.
Okay.
The last thing we I want to talk about the resuscitation of sports in the country. Before now, we all know say football be don't die in the country. When President Bill came, government injected billions of leos, millions of dollars into the sporting disciplines for making normal we get off the ground and begin go pandemic competition there. And I think as it is today, for the past 5 all the competitions the international competitions why that's they happen now because the president believes the sport now one area where we all can come around and look at research as the same. So he did very well in that area also by injecting billions of euros into the discipline. For make no more, we're able to identify with talents in our society because we have talents. But if really government not take that step there for invest into sports, believe you me, we're not going to be able to know whether Sabi play ball, whether not Sabi. So I mean, these are some of the things where I think say the president don't do, and there are many more because you know in last 5 year manifesto that it's first standings where president come he even exceed in limit. You know when I say exceed, he pass the mark. You know, we say they expect say some man will even do up to 50%. Where President Bill can even go beyond 100%. So he has to be commended for that, and this is why. Me think say this program very important because we have to be taking this message to the people, make people really see what in the president do where it take office in that country.
Okay, thanks so very much for endorsing or let me say put more power into waiting we own eloquent sister don't say now. And now, we all know say they don't elect. We don't elect because now we all elect President Bill for the second term. And in first time, people let me accuse them, say let me accuse them of bad governance, corruption, and many other things. Them, but just after when they elect them, we see by a video where the American ambassador to Salone, they go hand over one moment. The torment me now, I'll call her right back. So we see where the American ambassador, the hand over the MCC scorecard to them. So before we explain waiting at this MCC scorecard, I go on for play the video back for the benefit of the one that will not be done see that video there, for lay them here read for themselves or see for themselves where the American ambassador they try to explain to them the reason why and waiting is score we make he attend that particular scorecard day.
Very pleased to let you know that you have once again passed the necessary number of indicators. You've also passed on control of corruption and democratic rights, which means that Sierra Leone has passed the overall scorecard once again this year. You passed 10 of the 20 indicators, which is very good. That gives you the half that you need in order to pass, and of course you remain in the passing section on controlling corruption and democratic rights, as I said. So I think overall it's very good news for the government. I will say that this year you've newly passed the indicator on employment opportunity, which is, I think, a testament to the policies that you all have continued to adopt to try to increase youth employment.
The last year being a political year, political in the sense that we had an election.
Yes.
And so many things take place at that point in time. So everybody was a little distracted. But
well, we all know here and see waiting the American ambassador where they hand over the scorecard to the president, where they try to say Salone don't pass them once again, and they don't pass them overall. And then pass 10 out of 20, and now very good news for Salone. So waiting, when I go on for tell people or try to explain to people waiting this MCC scorecard mean to Salone. So over to you, Jamila Queen.
Yeah, well, the MCC scorecard, first of all, the MCC is the Millennium Challenge Corporation. This now independent organizations then or entities then where they look at the government, how do they rule you people then? Then they look at education, then they look at the justice system, then they look at a lot of things where they make you qualify and whether they put corruption, how you defend corruption, or if your government corrupt.
Yeah.
Then they look at all the major things in the country. How you human rights record there with your people them, how you work with you people in the country or you ministers there, you and the opposition, the subject the way they rule, how you they govern them. Then they look at all them things and they before ever they give you pass mark. So we don't see say President Bio from where he come, he always the pass this particular exam because that's something we call him. Because and based on this thing, what make it really important for a government let you pass them? Because nowadays when they look at them and they for like even get aid from overseas or from the donor countries like America or Britain, they determine if they go for help. But we tell God thank you that President Bio so far he always supports them. But you're going to get doubt now, you might say, but with all the things people and we don't they say, how do they doubt them? How do they say a lot of things then? Why President Bio they continue for pass? Because it's not about the message, the false messages, the way they pass on social media. The people, then people here, then they look at the real way they happen at the country. Because what we also realize is American ambassador then a saloon, and they own a spy for the country. British embassy they salute, they look. All these NGOs the way you see so, they all aspire for them overseas country. So if you they pass on social media say no more you lie about something, then therefore look at the real thing, how the human development been at the country. And this is one of the things that we President Biodo invest in, the human development of the people. And very, very important. Because for example, they live nowadays in a digital world. Education is very, very important. If people are not educate, you not teach them technology, like computer, even how to use mobile phone. Tomorrow it will be difficult for you to survive. So all this and the President Biodo make them very important, and it don't make effort in there. For say people then go get education. How you they show say they invest in young people? They look in current cabinet so you get. You don't put a lot of young people in there. So this MCC, they see and they look at all them things in there because they try to empower them. And for the young people that were out there, make themselves know now say tomorrow you have space there for you. Not all the times now we put no more or with grandfather. Yes, they don't play their young part. But it's time now to give the young people themselves chance now for let them go do something for tomorrow because they're the future leaders then. And let them not see that we're not for wait again, say Pastor don't 60 before we put them inside. Let them begin learn the responsibility now. So all these things are involved by this Mcc Scorecard where President Biodo pass. So me, I'm really happy for that. Because that they really show say the government is trying best. Because in this life, no perfection not in humanity. No matter how you do, you're not going to ever be perfect. But you know, finally, your weakness will pass your strength. But in this case, we don't see say President Bio is strength, it passes in weakness. Now make it pass this particular Mcc Scorecard.
Okay, thanks so very much for make people them understand waiting at this Mcc Scorecard. I believe say political Ingo can wide them up for we for lay the one day we don't understand, they don't understand better one waiting at this Mcc Scorecard and waiting at the reason why after people let me say the government be the rule bad and corruption be there and all that plenty in them, especially the when man at switch price them they go up. So them people let me talk about see na salon no more thing stronger. So over to you political. So you say go give your own 1 or 2 cents to waiting Jamila Quindon say concerning the Mcc Scorecard.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I also want to thank my dear sister for a brilliant submission of the topic, whereby he tried for he explain in very simple terms what in this MCC mean. You know, where he say now examination, and indeed I want to agree with you, say now examination. Now then they set for countries around the world. Before I go into this proper, Baba Sheikh, I want to express my profound thanks and appreciation for this wonderful news we will get as a nation under the leadership of His Excellency the President. You know, as I am seated here this evening, I want to make people that know say me na one man we're very proud this evening for this news where we get about we country and we leadership will get. And also one for make people understand say this is a clear vindication. Now like where Baba Sheikh will talk the kind of allegations, the kind of bad news, the kind of propaganda before now where people they make against this president in style of leadership, how he was called all sorts of names. Some man they call him killer, some man they say a corrupt, some man they say na weak person. But again, coming to this MCC, this is an institution where now an American-based institution, now the American government, they support this MCC so that countries around the globe, and seeing that the father of democracy in the world, America, they set up this system for encourage other countries for also try for be democratic in the various ways. Now they country them. The Millennium Challenge Corporation, we all for understand that this is an institution where anybody pass this thing consecutively 5 times or so, they get an amount of money when they give the country. When I like around $500 million. And since President Buchanan office, he has consistently passed this Millennium Challenge Corporation for 5 years in a row. No country, because if you watch, out of 200 countries, you know, when the American ambassador came, president in office, for tell him this good news. It was a preview because the actual thing before it come on the next day. But the American ambassador, he not able to keep the news within himself. He said, you know what, I have to go and see the president and tell him that his government has again passed the Mcc scorecard. Simply because in 5 years, in the last 5 years, consistently, it only passed this year. And imagine, we just don't get elections, whereby all sorts of allegations were made against this president. So it was, in fact, it is a vindication of His Excellency that this is the bad policy, where Mcc scorecard don't come and say, no, the thing that all over they talk about this president say is corrupt, not democratic, they do well for in people them, they take care of the health of the country, because these are the parameters where the MCC they set up for every country. Imagine 200 countries around the globe, especially countries where now either middle income countries or now poor countries them, where they na the bottom of the ladder. Now then this tier therefore, so that they will be encouraged for the democratic in their governance system. So for make this president and in government in 5 years consecutively, they passed this year, the American ambassador cannot hold on to the good news. He was forced to rush to State House for tell the president, say, Mr. President, I am so happy to inform you that you and your government don't pass this year again. And you know, like I say, this thing, like what Jamila say, in very simple term, you know, if you don't sit exam from Form 1, you know, the time we to go school now from Form 1 to Form 5, there you go lower and upper 6. For 5 years from Form 1 to Form 5, they don't set exam for you, they pass, they can number one for 5 times. But your mama says go glad, not so, Baba said. Your papa says go glad for you because all what's in them that the entails in the exam, you able pass them. And make a try for point out the things them, the key things them where they look for now this MCC scorecard. First and foremost, the human capital development. What do you do as a leader for improve on the lives of your people? There comes in the education, where President Bio make in first 5 year priority, make a flagship program. Then corruption. Then they look at also how you governments they address corruption in the country. And the MCC don't make it very clear that President Bio did extremely well in that area as well. Then you democratic credentials as president. They don't look say this president from Ikana power. You know why they jail journalists? You know why they kill person? Where they go say you don't commit treason, it puts you under firing squad, like how other leaders they do. He's never done that. What did they do? A try for consolidate the peace and stability of the country. But you know, we were then at the country, the same way you get you devil, you know the Sabia, like you know, whether than they out there where they watch them from the outside. Because we honestly, what I say we some people in another country they vilify this president in such a way that now it takes the grace of God and commitment and focus on inside for make able to achieve that kind of thing. Because imagine under very difficult circumstances when he took over in 2018, 2019 COVID came. Yet this president makes sure say he keep to him promise, he keep on track, he makes sure say all what he need for do democratically in the country. And let we not forget say some of the reasons why he continuously pass this thing as a result of where he try for expunge some of the bad laws in our constitution, where previously been don't be a reason for make politicians and target the opponents them. They eliminate opponents them. The final said this president do not see that enough. In other words, he is creating the space for everybody to come and participate. And you know, if you pass this thing, there is something they call the 8 principles of good governance. Any country pass this means it pass all the 8 principles of good governance. Because if not on the you will never pass this Mcc scorecard as a country. Never. So we have to commend this president. We have to be proud of him. And this is why it is even now extremely important that we keep this program alive, so that in as much as governments on your side, they try for also reach out, just like where the current Minister of Information and Civic Education, that guy is exceptional. I mean, because since he take over, since his appointment as Minister of Information and Civic Education, he has been exceptional in his desire to ensure people know what in governments they do. Because before now, although in predecessor been a try and best soiree, but quite honestly, when I look at that young man, Minister Siba, the way he they try for articulate government in policy system, how government they implement those policies, how them think that they reach the last man in the country. I have to commend the president for appointing such a very, very clever young man that our ministry day for make sure say all what in government they do now, all of the MDA stuff, they're able to take them to the people. Because imagine, Baba Sheikh, there was a time as President Bill Winso in 2018, I do an article on Facebook. I say if President really wants to succeed in getting his message out to the people, it gets a presidential spokesperson or a ministry where they actually every now and then reach out to people, them only things that what the government they do. Because if there is this issue of information gap between the government and in people, no matter how good you are, people not able to understand what you do for them. So I was pleased that the president actually, I not say read that in text day, but in your wisdom, I think can say we have to take. Sorry.
The former information minister believes say, oh yeah, it's not to believe say that thing we be do. Let me say, I think the last term of the 5 years, last moment of the 5 years.
The last year, I've been a follow.
Yeah.
The last year, it been begin the car with ministers in the car with heads of departments, in the car with heads of agencies, for make the car explain what they do. But what it make like in success or a bit different in this case is that if you watch how SIBA they conduct the Ministry of Information and Civic Education these days, you go agree with me, say he is doing his best for even look at what happened yesterday. He encouraged the First Lady, Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Maada, for make it calm, because if una been they follow, the First Lady been they talking. She was invited to attend another very important occasion where now the First Lady of Turkey now host them. This minister encouraged the First Lady for calm at in press conference for make people then hearing from the horse's mouth directly. And the way in the do not a one or two people they bring up. He brings people, you know, ministers, heads of departments, for make them get press conference whereby now make us say in on different. They invite journalists them for come ask questions. Like before now, not so it been the happen. Now, like when me and you then at the studio, yeah, how Abdurrahman be the drum. I mean, when they talk to the people, they go live. But this one now press conference. Every step they take, they call journalists them for because again, the journalists then call them members of the Fourth Estate. They are integral to the good governance of our country. Therefore, SIBA think and say they should be part of this process, the process of disseminating information to our people, the civil society, the CSOs, all of them aspects here, where sum up to good governance. It ensures say they all come, then be part of their press conference here every now and then. That makes his own drive a bit unique, because once you bring in journalists, the journalists now are charged with the responsibility of taking every information from government, what the government they do, policies whether they implement, to the layman. Because when once they go publish them, people they read them. And honestly, if you look at the level of education today, how people them don't get educated, at least people they're able to read and write as a result of the free quality education, it makes the job easier for make government able to disseminate information through the journalists and the CSOs. So what that's they tell me, with all of these things combined, now I make the MCC look and say, no, this president here, he's one of the best people them ever. So let we also continue for look at in credentials, because also they look at your credentials, the MCC, your democratic credentials. If you not pass most of them TRO they talk about, so Baba Sheikh, you no go ever pass the MCC scorecard. Now examination for 200 countries. So we have to be proud as Sierra Leoneans. We have to be proud of His Excellency the President. We have to be proud of his government, because when I say good governance, not only the president no more, but the president now they take the lead. And I believe say the one the way you don't bring calm around them for make the help them govern the country, they are doing the right thing for the country. So I am very proud. I am elated. I am so happy where I see that in the live in the State House, and I believe say President Beyond don't even set standards in another country where any leader will get for come after and go find it difficult for retrogress, for go back, because the standard it don't set the bar so high, the democratic bar it don't set up so high. You cannot play with that. If you play with that one day, then you get problem with the international community. However, the president what to make us say he's been vindicated. Now, because me and you, the viewers and where they watch me today, they will now say all the live applications where people then they float out there, they propagate about this president. Now, MCC and say you were lying. So we have to be thankful, we have to be hopeful, we continue for supporting president for achieve in goals then.
Okay, thanks so very much for that widening explanation there, and the one that we not going to that within the MCC scorecard mean. And now, before I go to the next question, I go on for Lay Family and no say. This particular program now, SLPP hour, because I see somebody send a comment just now, the talk say it's like the program, like pro-government program. Just as the name implies. Now SLPP hour, so now all waiting and waiting, all the good things them way the government do. Now this program is all about. So let people not get other kind way. And then
Baba Tekleda also know say Sierra Leone that we all get up. We cannot, we will not paint that country day in a way we go make we all suffer tomorrow. I mean, let we all know as good citizens of that country, they say we have to do everything humanly possible for help any leader. You know, what I say any leader, even after President Bill, anybody can succeed them. Let we think like Sierra Leoneans will want the best for themselves. Because if we begin to think, say, by, you know, by propagating bad images about the country, now the way down there for make things then go right, you are mistaken.
Well, the first way make the comments when I check Noba, he say again, he say all these standards he's talking about are not visible, and the MCC hasn't translated anything good for the people of the country. So what do you go say about that?
Well, I want to start by even respecting his opinion. Chernobyl is a gentleman, and I respect him so much. And when you know when you live in a democratic space, no matter what other person come with for talk, you get for first and foremost encourage him for make he stay, and then you also put certain things straight to her. The MCC scorecard, I don't know if Mr. Jallo they follow, but it is meant for countries where they observe good governance. It is meant for countries where they observe the rule of law. It is meant for countries where they invest in the human capital, where at the end of the day, the future of our country lies in the hands of the youths of today. And, you know, the MCC scorecard also, they look at democracy in general in the country. I mean, these people, lots of people that were there in space, they are in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
They are there. They are seeing everything. So it's a bit disturbing. As intelligent as Mr. Jallo, Mr. Ba is, for make, you know, this guy, I respect. I respect him so much, but for make he begin create doubts around the MCC scorecard, it sounds to me very disturbing, because I mean, he reads very well, he writes very well, he articulates very well. For him to be confused about what MCC.
Let me go to the next comment from Boubacar Bari, say two of our real political gems in Central Europe. He said, Lona continue for represent. And Ba Mohammed, he said, well said, sir. That's what he try for explain.
Yeah.
Then they go ahead and say, love the SLPP, our program.
Yeah. Well,
the other comments have we don't pop them out there for the you said them know everything.
Okay.
The comments.
Well, Jamila, I don't know if you can respond to the last three.
Oh, but then just be they say thank you.
Yeah, well, they sound for be appreciating. But again, like what I want to add to that, it is even more now the reason why we should be coming on air at least once a week with this program for help enlighten the wider public on issues bordering around our government, the leadership, and so many other things. I mean, we are just starting. I am confident through Baba Sheikh and others, we'll even going to get government officials for come to this studio for help. We also explain to the listening public about what in government they about, what in a government implants them, what in government don't achieve, what in intend for achieve. Because communication, when you attempt for left any gap between the government and the people, I mean, I think the result will be good, because at the end of the day, people they follow. People, if even they're not like you, I mean, like where some man not go like the SLPP hour, but once we they try for be professional at this studio, we they try for take the right messages there out, I am sure at the end of the day, they will fall in place for join we, for make we all talk good things about our country, because that is the primary objective of this program. We are here to come and promote our country, join the president and in government.
Everybody gets the opportunity for listening, comments, any question you ask, doubts of anything, you can say, like within chair or do so. So it's open to everybody.
Yeah.
So, not forget for comments and not forget for share, like, and subscribe. And now let me go to the next question. It's about the just concluded mediated dialogue between the government and the opposition by the international community. And we all see where the opposition, where them just after the election, they all see them say they need to work with the government because of 1 or 2, 3 things they will raise up. But now we don't see and now say it was yesterday or today.
Now yesterday.
Yeah. We see them don't go to parliament, they don't go swear them in. And that's the try for sure we say there is some amount of peace and stability in our country. So waiting, my sister will get to say about that, because just after the election, we only hear waiting and they say people they talk and they say the election we run and back, so on and so forth. But they like today, we see the one them maybe they say that long come together, say they're ready for work with the government. So what you go and say about that?
Okay, yeah. So like this dialogue, I mean, I'm really happy for him. I'm glad that President Bio really taking time. He swallow in pride. Because why I say swallow in pride? Because a lot happened. Even within your own party, people in the way they criticize and say, why they go talk to them people are? You don't win election. They don't swear you in. Now you're the legitimate president. Then people are in, they make trouble. Not to you drive them at parliament. Now they say, I need to go parliament. They don't care the grievance going to court. They decide for sit down, just let them continue. You know, I believe that somehow you go look at them, it's painful. But because the man are that kind of democratic president, he believe in inclusive governance. Because when they say governance, now the ruling party and the opposition, they all are part of governance. The judiciary, now part of governance. Journalism, fourth estate, now part of governance. If you left any one of them armed in the house, it's not complete. No matter how you popular or no matter how you feel say you sabi govern, it's not good for the country. And if they make the country they appear as if you know say all kinds of things, the news book, like everybody gets in your all man they say this, they say that. They don't press on, they don't push on, they don't push on. But yet they say, you know what? If we're not allowed to talk, let's talk. And dialogue is very important. Communication is very important for anything. Anyone to solve problem amicably, not to that fet, not to what you cause mommy cause. Now they don't go opposition, don't put their own position at the table. Government self-count their own. They don't talk. They don't disagree to agree. Now a win-win situation. And as far as me concerned, Sierra Leone win. Because now we brothers on the APC side, they don't go to parliament. Then say the young people that will be elected as parliamentarians. Now for me, they go talk for their constituents. Them. Now for them, they go advocate on behalf of them. That'll be a disservice to them people, and they, for like you don't elect somebody, then if you don't, you're not going to parliament. For go talk for you. Now then for go talk for the people, then say, yeah, that they need road, or yeah, that they need more schools, or yeah, that they self need light. But if you don't get them people, then they, it's not go easy because the president is for the all side. Now when they arrange governance that way, they select parliamentarians and they. So I commend even the opposition leader when Dr. Samora Kamara, for when he self decide, it no matter the first say all man be don't first, but all man say, you know what, the law put salon forth. Now they don't go talk. We don't say the country don't become more stable, you know, because when they all come together, that's the best thing. If the government they do something where the opposition feels say they're not happy, they go argue in the parliament. They go say no, we not agree on this. Now that's not good governance. So President you don't really show we say in a Democrat because not only a democratic president they do this kind of thing this kind of way. With all what happen, if not being other president, you know they care, you know they go for that dialogue. They go just want to continue, let him one day they rule. But if you say no, that's not a democracy. And we know they live in a one-party state. In as much as not so you drive them, you not ask them out, and then decide say we need to do this because of so reason. But you see, and you didn't feel say no, lots of the law talk. Maybe we will get a win-win situation. And that's why you don't come big. So this dialogue is really good for we all, good for the country. Because the country image, some people then they were then just ready for to salon and dirty box. Everything about Sierra Leone they talk bad. They will come on social media and then they destroy the country image. How investors they will come. Now the same person might go they say investors they come. And no investor they go put in money who say not stable. No investor they go invest in a side where stability no day. Even this American ambassador, I mean, listen one day, I mean, even share that post somebody interview, it will come. He said a lot of investors that you want come. But you want to know when they want come, then they ask the ambassador then how that country did. He said, it's quiet.
Yeah.
If it's not quiet, then they come. And then tell them, say, no, this country is shaky.
Yeah, you know,
a human being. Put yourself in that investor in position. You see how that say Fed did it. Or all the try to say, oh, they can't Fed. You go take your money, go put on it. No, you don't go do it. Unless if you're not full man. So for people that they out there, when they criticize Dr. Samora Kamara, or the one where they criticize President Bio say, you know, for me do this, do you want to stop? We're not put salon first. Not be patriotic for once that we like them. Let we know say that only one salon we get. It no matter with political differences then. We go fight, we go argue, but at the end of the day, put salon first. Why would not say everything about salon now be bad? We don't listen to other countries then. We don't know what they happen in the other countries then. See them bad day. Right now things are hard. We do the hardship day with people them. And some of them people also where they talk here and they're not abroad. They see the kind of hardship in abroad here right now. They try to compare to Salone. But we all know how we did trade. 2-3 months ago, Steph, you buy something now 1 week, where you go the next week, the price on add.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's not use it for judge. Let be fear and we judgment them. Let left for destroy will come to image. So this dialogue where the government and the opposition don't do, for me now, I'm so happy about them. I'm glad for them all. And with the press, let it continue, but they continue for government. Because now that's the people they put in there for. And if you then at the other side, no say tomorrow, one day you self get for camp. You want me to do the same thing to you? No. Because all this time we will waste. Maybe if that time they know we don't use for first threat, Salone don't go before pass, so trust me. But we waste a lot of time. You know? So far anyway.
Okay, thanks so very much, Jamila Queen. Well, we all know say before now, President Bio first time, we call it peace talk now been Sumani, but the opposition be refused for go. Now, after the election, they call the same peace talk, the way the opposition refused for work with them, but then all come and sit on a table and talk and reach to a resolution. So, what do you think about that, Solo?
Well, Baba Sheikh, let me start by thanking His Excellency the President in government and the opposition APC party that is currently led by Dr. Samura Wilson Kamara for the courageous step where they take for ensure say then kind of lower the temperature, the political temperature, down at the country. As you now rightly put on, before, during, and after these elections will just take place, we all know how the country been there. Tensions all over the country. And it not stop after the elections. The opposition decide not to be part of the governance system, which was their right. Because I want to believe. And I believe, say again, His Excellency the President, I am not praising him here. But if you watch at President Bio, you know, I did one forum there 3 weeks ago where some party people, the SLP people, they come, I have to be honest, they were bashing at His Excellency the President. Enough for take this, enough for take that. APC, not this, APC, not that. I quietly go to that forum there and try for tell them, say, the steps where His Excellency the President they take so. You know, only good for her, a good for themselves where they talk say, enough for take her. Because at the end of the day, do you want to go to a country that is on fire? We will sit down there, we sit down for peace there. We sit down here, we are very comfortable. So we want to make we own country. It always there on fire? No. And I told them, categorically. Sorry?
I say go even affect Swiss SF within even if not the but fire
the thing is, we will not have a country to go to, Baba Sheikh, period. Where the 11 years war been there, you know how many thousands or even millions of Sierra Leoneans will flee the country? And some of us are here today as a result of that war.
Yes.
Some of, even in fact, all of us, even Nigerians, even Ghanaians, even Liberians, even Guineans, they use that word for their today. Not all, you see, it is not to find thing for talk about. But some of them, I find out they tell people them the dangers of even talking about war for kind of country. Because every family in that country, they suffer either directly or indirectly during the war.
Yeah.
No family, household, no they will not suffer from that war. None. Let anybody come and tell me, say, no, we will not be suffer. If you person not die to God, something happened to your house. Or them cut somebody hand, them cut somebody in foot. Me where sit down there, me your small brother, rebels and killer. So if we now get a leader in the person of His Excellency, the President, Dr. Julius Maada, where if they look at the bigger picture for the country, I think we all for support him. We all for be like an auxiliary. We go ensure say he will meet there in goals here. You know, coming back to this dialogue, Baba Sheikh. Me now one of the happiest people there. Because I've been there before, during and after the elections. I know exactly how the country been tense. You see people where they support APC and SLPP, neighbors them. They were even not talking to themselves. Me, the area where I've been there, because until me, any Saturday, for me SLPP, pass somewhere you kill me. When would they campaign in and out of Freetown? When would they come? At the couch crowd, not to cut it. I've been getting about their way for greeting myself, Baba Sheikh. You know what I've been to do? I swear to God, Baba Sheikh, I was getting out of my comfort zone, go reach out to them, talk to them like Sierra Leoneans. I go give one example now. Baba Sheikh, one of the ladies that were being so vehemently opposed to President Bio and SLPP. Unfortunately for him, this lady, a man can die when I be journalist at SLBC. This lady can die, he got two picking them. The man left out with two picking them. Then two picking here, the man been the pain na seat. That girl not been get no way for make he able go ask for a man in Nassit. So one day, now he swallow in pride. He come meet me, he say, Mr. Baimba, he say, how you do? He say, I not say, you know, power, me na me na APC. He said, but I get problems. I say, you help me. I say, I am more than even prepared for help you. Once it falls within my reach, I can. If you not fall within my reach, I go do everything humanly possible for help you. Now I say, my man been done die. I get two picking them. I dey suffer with them. I know they get na seat for them. I say, are you serious? Yes. Now they eating up. I call me your schoolmate when Dr. Kagbo na Nasit directly and tell her, say, listen, I have somebody here where he deserve that Nasit. A man don't die, get two picking them. She's suffering. The picking and they suffer for one school self no problem. I said, they send her to you in the morning. For make una go start the process for they begin getting money. And guess what? God put blessing pandemic talking. The next morning, that girl again transport. A drive to Nasit, now the central district, business district of Freetown. A go na the office. Because again, Dr. Kagbo in number. He call him, now he call him up straight. He go there, he explained to him. Now he send her straight now by that big market area. People that did it for Nasit, where they go take information from people there and process it. Baba Sheikh, before at the common Freetown, that girl they don't begin get money. So what it make her explain this short story? Now for make we all understand, say, we not for allow politics for divide we.
Yeah.
Imagine where that lady na be APC, me na SLPP. I get this chance for help her. Then I take that kind grudge there against her. I mean for help her. I don't help her.
No.
But I believe say we have been voted in by the people of Sierra Leone for a reason. And that reason now for make everybody benefit from the pie, the cake.
Yeah.
So as it is today, that guy you don't know how to tell me thank you. I said, not even tell me thank you. It is the responsibility of this government for take care of all man. You're not supposed to tell me thank you. Yeah. So by even dialoguing with the opposition through our international partners, it really demonstrates how peaceful President Biode, taking into consideration, President Biode, I can authoritatively state on this medium, he's the most vilified president ever Salon Nugget.
Ever. It's true.
Even the man will not be president, it's what they talk about him. The way that they talk about him, you've never seen that president react. Ain't no the drop. He is so peaceful, and he wants the very best for that country. I believe say they do everything humanly possible for keep the country together. I have to commend Dr. Samura. You know, Dr. Samura, in one way, a lucky, and in another way, a very unfortunate for him for the APC at this point in time. Because, honestly speaking, when you look at Dr. Samura, you go no say this man is a peaceful man. You go see and say this man not only himself way even want to be part of politics. But when God don't destine somebody for lead a political party, he the leader. Now I believe say in his wisdom, when they approach him for dialogue with the governing party, he wasted no time to put his troops together for go sit down. And you see the unsung hero on this all. You see, President Biya is a very clever man. When you look at in nature of appointments, believe you me, for make President Biya in his wisdom think of appointing the youngest chief minister ever in the history of Sierra Leone in the person of Dr. Moinina Senge. We all know what that young man do when he was Minister of Basic Education. And I believe say it is based on their thing that day. His Excellency, the President look at this brain and say, no, this person, make her bring her closer to me. Make her give her more authority. Make her give her more responsibility. The unsung hero in this dialogue is Dr. Moinina Senge. Now, the unsung hero. People don't know all the dynamics involved, but I can authoritatively state here that young man is a promising young man. We also have to commend him because, you know, for that president look at, imagine he has a government of 50, 60 people when are ministers. Yeah, a look at them. Probably that figure can be revised to 35 or 40. A look among them and say, you go lead this dialogue. As young as he is, 36 years old, look at the result we produce. Look at the result we produce. He went into the dialogue with open mind. And he was complimented with the opposition leader. So you see, there are players involved in this dialogue. We make today the opposition don't be part of the government system where we need for what they also talk about. Let people know, my brother and sister, and our viewers. Because if you know to them, some of them kind people that day, you get people that will not know their wits around them. Then for go mess up. And who's out for don't day today. So again, I want to use this medium to talk to the supporters of the opposition APC. Look, when I say dialogue, not difficult thing. When I say peace, it is difficult. Now, give and take situation. We believe, say, Sierra Leone cannot be properly governed without the opposition APC. That's not the belief of the president, that are the belief of in government. Now make, when he was approached, he opened his hands them, he allowed the people them, he said, let's do whatever we can to make or to bridge this gap. And we all see the outcome. So we have to, you see, leadership sometimes, and the way they put you as leader, there are times you take decisions whether they suit the interest of your supporters there. But you know what you do? They say even one man can be majority. Because if you take the right decision, all the one that way they cost today is Dr. Samura. All the one that way in the hell and today in the Kosa. They don't even know the value of the peace where this man don't make for and on their behalf. Because at the end of the day, when we have a stable and prosperous nation, they will all benefit. Everybody will benefit. So honestly, it was the right decision by both parties for come together, for move the country forward, because we were in a stalemate, Baba Sheikh.
Yeah.
The country been done there in a standstill situation where tension been done rise at a boiling point. Now be small thing no before happening at that country day. I swear to God, it explode. But we tell God thank you. That thing did not ever happen. Today we are back to normalcy. The country is forging ahead. The APC parliamentarians are back in parliament. The mayors, the councillors, the chairpersons, they are all back to office. They all don't take their seat. Now the country is moving. I hope we, the supporters, will continue to support the president, the opposition, and all parties involved for sustain the peace. Because you can only develop when you are peaceful. No country never develop in war.
Yeah. Thank you very much, political. Well, my family, this now the program SLPP Hour with political Solomon Baimba and Jamila Queen. My family, we not get much time again, but we get two more topics for touch on. And when I don't forget to subscribe, like, send on our comments them, we'll read them, and if we still get time, maybe we'll entertain one or two calls them. And the number is called down the screen. So now let me go to this one. Recently, myself be eyewitness to that, where the rebranding African Forum be appreciate President Biona Belgium in rebranding African governance leadership, and President Biona and Begida award the particular award that is sent to the world, or let me say Africa. But before we come for deliberate play for now, the video for the benefit of the one who will not be see that particular award the President Biobi received last week.
The Governance Leadership Rebranding Africa Award. The winner is His Excellency Julius Maada.
On va se lever, s'il vous plaît. Stand innovation. Mr. President.
President of the Republic of Sierra Leone.
Please, the stand innovation for Mr. President. Est-ce qu'on peut davantage applaudir pour Monsieur le Président, please? Please, the microphone. Your Excellency.
Je voulais essayer de parler en français, mais je ne peux pas tenter ici. Donc, permettez-moi de parler en anglais, s'il vous plaît. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to be here this evening to share such a beautiful occasion with all of you. As one of the leaders of the African continent, I want to assure you that help is on the way. We should not give up on Africa. On behalf of all the other leaders who are not here tonight, I register my profound gratitude to the organizers of this particular event for inviting me to be here with you today. It's a great honor. I didn't come for this award. I came to share ideas. I came to see Africans talking about the future of Africa and how together we can fix the problems of Africa. We can fix Africa. For me, the future of Africa is in the hands of the youth, the young generation. So as I receive this award, I want to share it with the rest of the youth of Africa, especially those in Sierra Leone.
We only a last statement, and maybe 48 and honored for the among them, and I may do the video that particular moment, and the last statement we make an honor of youth them. So make them fast because we don't get that much time again. This now governance leadership rebranding award. 2023. So wait now signal where this particular award send and the last statement where he make. So over to you, Jamila Queen. Wait for see about this. No make a short and quick.
Yeah, you see, the first President Bill, His Excellency, in last statement, he said dedicated to the youth then. That just tell you how he believe in the young generation where they take over now. That just tell you how he willing and ready for invest in the young people then. Wait, if he put a emphasis, he prioritize education. This is one of the reasons then. This shows the man in leadership quality. If you see that they choose them all the time, and so people that they doubt them. We always they look, they criticize them for every little thing. Now, human being, not a perfect person, just like we all. But if any side this man go in the win, you feel so that people that they get an award there, then they see something and I make. But it's like a Sierra Leone then, we look at them in that political lens. When you pull that political lens now, we look at the man. What did they do? How did they do what did they do? Why he always the win? Whatever he put in mind on. One thing I want let people that know President John a very focused man. But one thing they will take away from him. He's very focused. When he say one something, he go for him. I remember when he come, we just went, oh, to go to bed, we get a closed door meeting. Now one of the things we say, wait, I never forget. He said, one thing about that, if you don't say this, you don't care if you the holla so they pension the day. And until it achieve them. And God now make person great. So let me allow and let me give the chance. This woman say God don't give. Let him do in for that country day. Let we get a better Sierra Leone. And they congratulate her again. So this then award the way you don't win so. Because this award the way they win, this is for instance now for Sierra Leone. Just like how you dedicate them to the youth normal. And I make you see put up for the human development of Sierra Leone. And the youth say, wanna embrace them. Because when I improve on your own life, when I improve on yourself, we don't live in a world today, things that they go beyond before you do no more. If you find more time and forget about put the politics aside, try to invest in yourself. Try to empower yourself for you tomorrow. Not to everybody, God say they go university. If not skill you able to go learn them. Anything where you go do tomorrow for improve yourself, do them. Not anymore politics. Politics have tomorrow. If you don't learn, you don't go forget the position where you want. If you don't get anything where you do.
Yeah.
So let's just use this opportunity for talk to youth them. Let anybody not fool you. Invest in your own future. Any opportunity come in that country, when education, na skills training, any kind of way, embrace them, all and to hand. Now for yourself tomorrow. So tomorrow yourself will be the future minister. You go be head of department. You go be a lecturer. Or if not engineer you want to do, if not your carpentry workshop, if not tailoring, if you want to go do catering, if you're not girl picking, you could do them. And so the girl picking, I really want to send message to them. We don't see the 30% quota of President Bill give the woman. When I turn to for really applaud them for not ever get an salon. And we don't see how it don't tell even the companies there for hire women then in a leadership position and how they forgive them equal pay. Because within that country, the woman they go learn the same thing, and man learn the same thing, but then they give the woman lower salary. Even when you get belly for let you get maternity leave, no problem. Look at the President Day appointment there. Look how many women that he gets appointees there among them. Female ministers, deputy ministers, the departments, the agencies then. So this entire all name President Day win. So when I the doubt, when I take a step back and look at what the man they do, when I forget about the noise. Make us stop here so far, no, take all the time, you know.
Okay, thanks so very much. So over to you, political lawmaker short, so that we're able to round up.
Yeah, this not short one, Baba Sheikh. You know, what in this tell me is that after President Bill don't rebrand Sierra Leone, now Africa don't rebrand and get even an award for.
Yeah.
So what does that tell us as Sierra Leoneans? They tell we say we have a leader that is not only leading us but leading the continent, Africa.
Yeah.
So I am very, very happy for we president for come now the international space and make name for and on behalf of all of us. Because what in President Bio, the award we get so, yes, now in them give, but I believe say, like what President say, the award is dedicated to the youth of Sierra Leone, when are the future of the country.
Yeah.
In now your responsibility now for set the stage for make the youth then can take over tomorrow, let them not find it difficult. For far too long, we have suffered a lot, and some youths them not ever able to realize their potential. But with the coming of this president, it is set the stage. He's doing all what he could for set the stage for make the youths they can take over easily tomorrow. Because again, if you are handing over to the next generation, you get to prepare the platform very well. If you not prepare the platform rocky, stones and all kinds of things, when they self can mess, they will mess up the whole system. So I want to commend and I want to appreciate the award also where they give the president. I mean, because this award they tell we say the president they on the right track for the country and for Africa.
Yeah, thanks so very much. Well, because of time, because we get one last topic for deliberate on, then I believe say I will just get them out there for let people see, and maybe because I believe say it will be very, very lengthy for we discuss on it now because now almost 2 hours we can do so now on the program. You understand? So we'll just summarize them. Then the next program now we start with. So my family, now that we get for do. But as of now, this is a 5 key strategic initiative where the president gets for shape the nation. So I will play for a particular video where it will tell when I be the keynote speaker on a particular program where I'll be fortunate again for go cover now Belgium where guy for explain to other leaders them in the world waiting in 5 key strategic initiative them where it's saying the 5 game changers and the 5 key game changers them.
We will focus on 5 key strategic initiatives to shape our nation's cause and improve the quality of life of our people in the next 5 years. The first of the 5 key game changers is Feed Salon program, which I officially launched on Monday this week, October 16, 2023. This will ignite agricultural productivity, promote food security and sovereignty, and foster inclusive economic growth, laying a solid foundation for sustained prosperity of our country. Human capital development agenda is the second, and this will focus on promoting gender equality and nurturing the skills required for industries of the 21st century, empowering our workforce to a transformative future. Youth Employment Scheme, we unleash a focused initiative to create abundant job opportunities, providing our young talents a platform to flourish and contribute to our nation's progress. Technology and infrastructure. This will serve as an engine for sustained economic growth, harnessing the power of innovation and robust infrastructure to propel Sierra Leone to middle-income status. The 5th will be revamping the public service architecture. That is to usher in a new era of service delivery and professionalism, enhancing the effectiveness of public sector institutions. These strategic national development initiatives form the bedrock upon which we shall usher in a profound change, catalyzing economic growth, alleviating hunger and poverty, generating abundant employment prospects, and fostering resilience in adversity. Together with our partners, we will transform Sierra Leone.
We will the 5 key game changers them way the president just don't announce to other leaders them of the world. The first one we talk about Feed Salon program where we will launch on the 16th of October. And the second one, a human capital development agenda, youth employment scheme, technology and infrastructure, and the last one, now revamping the public service architecture. So let me just summarize them. Then the next program, what we'll do next week, we'll go in this particular 5 key game changer way the president want for touch on this in second term. So over to you. We first played in at the platform.
Thank you, Baba Sheikh. Well, let's talk about the human capital development. Because the first one are the Feed Salon program and the agriculture were really very, very important because we all know now how food prices they don't go up. And Salon, I think we need for really. I'm glad that the president don't take this responsibility now and you don't make them say the number 1 priority for let them invest in agriculture, because the only way we'll go for feed style, we safe. Now when we set up as Sierra Leoneans, then we go into farming. Really, it's very important, because everything in that country today now import with the important. And now the way how prices in the go, even a year we day, now farmers are the rich people in a. So if I would encourage yourself, maybe we also say where they are abroad there. If everybody take that initiative, go under, go to your own village or side, go make that your little farm, you go for change some life then. You go for employ 1, 2 people then. And so you say go for make money out of farm. I think that one of the way that I know will go for really for cut down on the way the suffering of people, the way it comes to food security in Sierra Leone. Because if we so we just depend for import food out of Sierra Leone, we're not able to provide our own food for ourselves. It will be very, very difficult. You know? Then like the human capital development. Human capital development, not only education, skills, even the health. Because then they all and then they make the society, the people in the country, their life they become easy. Where the health facilities they good. Where we not get skills training them in the country. And then they help the people there. And then they remove extreme poverty in the country. And they remove that poverty because poverty they all side. But it will remove that extreme where it will make people they suffer too much. So all the 5 years the president lists so now very important thing them. But that's not here so far. I don't know go inside too much because we're going to address that next time.
Yes. So well, everything will be last statement before.
Oh, me?
Yes,
okay.
everything will be last statement before we jump to political.
Well, last statement, I just want to say thank you for providing the platform for we, follow for sit down. And to listeners and viewers, then we tell them thank you for whether they listen and for watch. And we will count for can share with your small knowledge. We will not know everything, but we say we will share with your knowledge tonight. We not say one of the interact with you. Allow us say when you comment them. You know, so with them on that one. Bye bye on a good time.
Okay, over to you, political. So what do you say about these 5 key game changer?
Well, you know, Baba Sheikh, thank you. But like I just want for respect your suggestion that let's keep it short because these are very, very important topics that we need for expand on next time we will come at the studio because we all need for no say as we did also today.
One thing I observe, one moment, sir. You know, say during campaign, the music will be the campaign with a game changer. Then as you win the election, so it comes with 5 key game changer. So over to
you. This is a president that is at work. Baba Sheikh is a focused leader, like when my sister say. President Bio is a clever man and he's a good leader. But before I even talk on that, I want to tell the opposition members where they around the globe that this program, it is not only meant for SLPP. We give the title SLPP Hour. If tomorrow or next week we want to get the same program, Baba Sheikh, I want to extend an olive branch. So we own brothers and sisters in the opposition APC, for make themselves can join we, let we discuss issues. You know me, I like for make me and the opposition they sit under one roof, we they talk about the country. Yeah. You know, because once we do that one day.
Right,
sorry?
Sir.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Once we begin do that one day just now, the follower step where they think say SLPP member and APC member na enemy them go begin rethink say no. Oh, I think them people I mean not just politics, but we are all the same. So dear, me want next time when they come, I want through you platform, let we extend an invitation to the APC, na the diaspora, if na Holland na any side them people that they and also independent self. Because again, if you they challenge the things that what they talk about, or you they think say this is a pro-government mouthpiece. Calmly, we discuss the issues. If I lie now, prove me wrong. You understand what I say? If I know they talk something right, say it. And myself go respond by giving you facts, because we, the SLPP, will believe in facts. We not believe in fiction. So now that I be just one say. And coming to this, the 5 key game changers of His Excellency the President, where he roll out in his second and final term as President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. We were Sidon Nayana, this part of the world. I am telling you authoritatively, our viewers, if you see we are comfortable now as a result of them 5 key game changers here. 1, them country they're able to feed themselves. They get more than enough food. 2, the human capital development is right up there. 3, the youth empowerment scheme. 4, technology and infrastructure. And 5, revamping the public sector. Believe you me, for any country for growth. Yes, the revamping the public service architecture. For make any country grow and get systems where dependable. These 5 key game changers here, if by the grace of God, where the president don't roll out to, if we able to achieve them here inside this 5 years, Sierra Leone will be Dubai, Sierra Leone will be Hong Kong, Sierra Leone will be, you name it. Because once we are able to feed ourselves, the systems are in place. What is next we need? So I have to also use this medium to thank His Excellency for rolling out something way key to the development of every Sierra Leonean and that country. If these things are so key, and let us pray he achieves them. Let's give him the support. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we don't come to the end of this particular program for today, but being that me not the host, not to me get this particular program. When we get the program, Leno will say, I will hijack the program now. And so I will give this particular honor for Lay Ingo close the program, Lay do the outro of the program and say last word. Did you say last word first before you close the program for me? Political.
Yeah, thank you. Me Fambule. We sit down as citizens of the country and as members of the governing SLPP and say it is but important for make we go to calm and educate ourselves on the issues where they border around with development as a nation. Now this platform. Fambulem, I want make we all know say Sierra Leone go only develop if we all come together and try for resolve with different system. I believe say now that's the president don't make it priority objective. If you see with all what's in the president don't go through in the hands of people, yet he still say no, let's sit down, let's talk. We are Sierra Leoneans, we only have this country. I think say we were they out there, we were they support them, we were they now they follow, we were now they follow them. We for compliment their effort. We for compliment the presidency effort. Now I make this program day. This program is not only meant for SLPP members. This program, like I say, we want to make it become an inclusive program. Inclusive in the sense, you were not a politician self. You were an ordinary Sierra Leonean. You were a politician. You were an opposition party member. Because we get plenty of opposition parties in the country. We encourage you for calm. Let us all sit down and talk about our country in a positive way. Let us all put our shoulders on the wheel for make we promote the country in a way where tomorrow we begin them actually hold on born now. When they go back to that country, they go say, yes, my dad came from a very good country.
My mom came from a well-developed country. So do you allow we all support His Excellency and in government for make sure say the 5 key game changers them be realized, actualized. Thank you so very much. May God bless Una, and do you look forward to Una joining us again next week na this platform we na do don clean.
Please subscribe to my new YouTube channel Do Don Clin and hit the notification bell to be notified for new videos.
Members of our noble party, the Sierra Leone People's Party. This is not just an intro in terms of laying out the successes of His Excellency the President and the party. Slpp hour. Every 9 o'clock per week, European time. That is 9 p.m. Stay tuned as we will be coming up with very important topics then we get for deliberate on live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.